What's up, my numbugs? It's your boy Josh from the Elestrals, and today I am here to tell you that I am happy that Sparkitt is banned! Because I'm going to show you what would have happened if it wasn't. About a week ago, this is before all the Escape from Tartarus stuff came out just a couple days ago, I discovered a 5-card hand rip that Sparkitt is responsible for, as well as all of the other advantage engines that exist currently in Elestrals. When I say advantage engines, I mean cards like Astrabbit, as well as Drataya. Anybody that plays Elestrals a lot knows that these are probably two of the best consistency Elestrals that any deck can play, and anytime that fruit is being played in a deck, it's probably not for something fair. For instance, even my Gigaflora Eruption Loop deck took advantage of the fruit engine. You're probably wondering, how are these two cards responsible for a 5-card hand loop? And the idea is to cycle through multiple copies of Rise from the Ashes, as well as multiple copies of Sparkitts, as well as multiple copies of Golden Apple of Discord. And you're going to be able to turbo through your deck so quickly and have so much advantage that you are going to be able to resolve these cards multiple times and still have the spirits to kill afterwards. Even with 2 mulligans though, this deck can consistently and comfortably rip 4 cards out of your opponent's hand. What I'm going to do is I'm going to basically do a combo, open hand, so you can kind of see what's going on. I'm not going to do a deck profile because you're going to basically see my entire deck over the course of this combo, because we're gonna go infinite. Opening hand is Astrabbit, Golden Apple, Amp Up, Nectar of the Gods, and Zeus. Okay. You know what? I'm going to bank a lot on this Nectar of the Gods being good. We're going to start off with Amp Up. Any of my Yu-Gi-Oh watchers that used to play old school Yu-Gi-Oh, you would know that this is basically Thunder Dragon. Pretty much a staple in any old school, not fair deck. It's also kind of nice to play Amp Up too if you start with the fruit package and you open an Ambrosia with the Drataya, because starting with like Nectar of the Gods, only putting 2 spirits in your underworld, and then activating an Ambrosia feels really bad in a list like this. We're going to go ahead and start with Nectar of the Gods, 2 Thunder Spirits. I didn't even pay for the Amp Up. There we go. I was talking too much about spirits. Circle the Sky and Rise from the Ashes. Okay, so we have the Golden Apple Rise combo. Now we are looking for specifically a Drataya or a Sparkitt at this point. So we're going to go Rabbit Effect, Drataya, there, Ambrosia, Circle the Sky. Okay, I think I have to take the Drataya first, because there's more copies of Ambrosia in the deck that we can draw into. Just statistically more probable. Also, if I'm cutting a bunch in this video, it's just to make it a little bit shorter, because this combo takes about 10 to 15 minutes to resolve. And nobody wants to sit here for a 10 to 15 minute FTK combo. We're going to go Zeus. You are always going to go Zeus for 4, because all 4 of these spirits are going to make it onto the rabbit at some point. Actually, let me move this Zeus over here so you can see a little bit better. We're going to go Circle the Sky. Looking for an Ambrosia here. So we're going to Nexus 1 onto the rabbit. We're going to draw a card. Love to see it. And then we're also going to get to Excavate 3. There we go. Okay, cool. Ambrosia. That's literally perfect. If you have the opportunity to, you want to see these Ambrosias well before you see the Cornucopias. We are going to go Nectar of the Gods for 2. Draw 2 cards, Altar of Stars, and a Cornucopia. Okay, love to see it. Now we can go ahead and start our hand rips. So we're going to start with a Golden Apple. This is going to pitch the Drataya out of our hand, and then we are going to Rise from the Ashes, spend 3 Thunders. You notice we're really low now on spirits. Spend 3 Thunders to bring back the Drataya. The thing that is nice is even if you do get into a pinch, you can just use the spirits that you have on your field already. So now we're going to go for our Ambrosia. I'm going to use the Zaptor. We're going to get 1, 2, 3 Zaptors back and draw 2 cards. Another Rabbit, and it drops a leaf. This is nice because we can also just shuffle back the Amp Ups that we drew to get better draws. Also, the nice thing about Amp Up in a list like this, I hate doing this because this doesn't feel particularly awesome, but we are going to have to Cornucopia here for one for one spirit back, but just to draw 3. We need the draws right now. Another Ambrosia would be awesome. There it is. Okay, we also have our next Rise. So now we're looking for Golden Apple plus Sparkitt. Okay, we are going to go Ambrosia again. We're going to put back 3 Thunder. Now we have 3 Ambrosias in our Underworld. Nectar of the Gods, and another Ambrosia. Okay, awesome. Fruit just doing what fruit does. Ambrosia, put back 3 Thunder, and suddenly we are good on spirits again. The only thing that sucks is that we only have 2 Ambrosia left in the deck. There's our Sparkitt, so now we're just looking for Golden Apple. Let's go Nectar of the Gods. How are we doing on spirits? I think we're doing okay still. Cornucopia, come on. Okay, not good, not good. Okay, so with our hand now, the only cards that I need to keep are the Sparkitt and the Rise. Everything else can go. So we're going to go Drops of Leaf, spend 2 Thunder. We are currently at 6 spirits. It's not great. So we're going to shuffle back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to draw 9 cards here by shuffling these back. So again, this is currently our hand. We're going to draw 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. 5, 6. There we go. 7, 8, 9. Okay. We found the last 2 apples, which is awesome. How are we doing on spirit? We're pretty low on spirits. We're at 6. So we're going to have to do our cornucopias first. Yeah, cornucopias first. This cornucopia, we have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, we're going to heal for 4. We have to heal for 2 Thunder and then the other 2 Tartarus, so that we're able to activate this other cornucopia that's in our hand. We're going to draw 3. 1, 2, 3. And there it is. Okay, this is a 5-card hand rip. This is the 5 card. Now we're going to do the other Ambrosia just to make sure that we have the spirits to pull this off. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Zaptors, and that is all of the Zaptors out of our Underworld. We now have all of our Zaptors back. So we're going to go ahead and go Golden Apple, spend a Thunder, pitch our Sparkitt, and I think I mentioned this earlier, we only need to see 1 Sparkitt to do the 5 card. And I think that this is going to be a situation... Oh, no, we have the other Sparkitt. I'll do this in a way that explains it. So we're going to go Rise from the Ashes, spend 3, bring back the Sparkitt. We're going to go Sparkitt effect to Nexus. This would be the... What? We've done 2. This would be the 3rd card. Then we can Rabbit effect, look at top 3. Grab the altar, that's part of our end board. Now, if you only see the 1 Sparkitt, what you can do to still do the 5-card hand rip, even if you only see 1 of them, is to go for your next Golden Apple, and then pay using the spirit off the Sparkitt so it goes back to your Underworld, and then rise it back. I will say there's a lot of benefit to having both Sparkitts on field, especially when you're trying to go for game. So we're going to go for the Golden Apple, pitching the Sparkitt from our hand. And then we're going to go for a Rise. And then because our spirits are a little low, because we had to use the Drops of Leaf, we are going to use 2 spirits from the Zeus to cast this Sparkitt, so we still stay a little comfortable on spirits. At this point, we have everything that we could possibly want, so we don't necessarily need to Nexus to the Sparkitt, and that's a-okay. We will go Sparkitt effect for the 5th card in our opponent's hand. They have nothing now, and then you set Altar and pass, or whatever counter runes you decide to play. I like Altar in this list because I think it's the best. Completely up to you. I think the rest of the cards in the deck, yeah, there's the other 2 altars, other Circle of the Skies, stuff like that. So, you're probably wondering, okay, cool. You are at 3 spirits. How are you winning this game? Here's how. They draw for turn. They have 1 card left in their hand. If they draw an Elestral, you win the game basically on the spot. It does not matter what this Elestral is, because you have your counter runes to back you up. And then, even if it's like a big defense, you can always just change it to attack and swing for a bunch of damage. If it's a rune and they expend a draw, the only runes that can hurt you are specifically shield. And it's going to be shield on the Toxion that you set up on the following turn. So let's just say that they set runes, you draw for turn. Cool. We have a Toxion. We have now burned for 1. Sparkitt effect. Nexus onto the Toxion. Cool. You've burned for 2. Sparkitt effect. Nexus onto the Toxion. Cool. We've burned for 3. The amount of spirits that we now have on the board are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've burned for 3. We're swinging for 10. It's so dumb. So now at this point, they have exhausted half of their spirit deck. They haven't really played any cards. They've burned for 3. We're going to do this basically again on the following turn. We still have spirits left to do whatever we want. I don't know what else to say. You don't even really you don't have to play cards. And then, even if you have the altar, you can just pay using your field because you already have so many spirits on your field already. You have 10 spirits. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have 7 spirits on your field. It's like you're at 9. And you've just put your opponent at 9 with 0 cards in their hand, and you have infinite advantage. That is the idea with this deck. Is this deck good? I think this deck is fairly consistent. Yes, you do have to get lucky, but going second is where I think that this deck struggles the most. But with the amount of consistency tools that this deck has, I wouldn't be surprised if this gets to float into a crazy blowout kill you turn 2 like OTK with cards like Bronaglow, Thunderstorm, Fun Glow, and cards like that to swarm the board with big bodies that you can't deal with in a single turn unless you open 4 back row. If you don't open Gorgons against this deck, you're gonna be in trouble. Even with the Sparkitt ban, there still is a deck out there that can rip 5 cards from your hand. That is still legal. No Sparkitt. So, if you would like to see that degenerate deck, comment down below and I will leak the goo for what could potentially also be a terrifying strategy moving forward into Daybreak. If you're happy like me that Sparkitt is gone, like this video and subscribe for more Elestrals content. If you still haven't picked up your cards for Daybreak, make sure to use our affiliate code down in the description below. Helps out the channel a lot and helps us do some really unique content that we're looking forward to producing in the future. And with that, I'll see ya with no cards in your hand. Peace.